Oh, hello, David.
Hello, everybody.
David's got a Discord party going.
Yeah, there is some disco on there.
Just bear with me. I'm just connecting to YouTube. That won't be a couple of seconds, so I can record.
Sure.
Hello, YouTube. I'm on Discord. Hopefully, you can hear me. I'm now going to go over to Discord to answer any questions and go through the updates of the week. This is just a recording for anybody who wants to come back and watch it afterwards. It's going to be talking about DaviddTech, DaviddTech.AI, the strategies, the future of DaviddTech, trigger.trade, and all of that. Let me put on the computer. Going to wait a couple of minutes for anybody to join us in the AMA session on Discord. In the meantime, I'll go through some of the updates over here. Right. Oh, hello everybody. Right, I'm going to start the event. I don't know if this event's been started or not. Let me have a look. Okay, I'll wait a little bit to see if anybody comes in.
Yo.
How's it going? How you going, mate?
Good evening.
Evening, Vad. Evening, Will. How are you all going?
Yourself?
Yes, very well, very well. Just wait around for
Do you want me to transfer your message into general chat though as well?
I don't know. I'm getting good at this, and I.
Want me to send it over?
Yeah, no, it's alright. I'll do it over there now. Fine, thanks. Getting good at this. Only been here for a bit. General chat. There we go.
Do you want me to do your YouTube video on how to use Discord?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Would somebody put the link to the?
Why not?
Channel? Yeah.
Well, why not? I'm going to do one for to teach Vlad and Will how to play poker.
Actually, who won?
I went on the tilt because I had a bad trade. My trade had no stop loss and I was 500% down, so I had to like stop.
So in other words, Scope's just left.
Hi, Power Beach. How you going, mate? Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody in the YouTube as well. Right. Oh, dear. Yeah, I saw your trade, Scope. How's that going now?
Well, that 18-3-5 one.
Yeah.
It kicked me out.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah.
Yeah, I kicked me out by $12 and went all the way. It were running from 30th of December.
Okay. Okay. Johnny might be online as well at the moment. Let's go have a look. See if Johnny's online as well. Let's head out to Johnny at the same time.
Yeah, Johnny's online, I think.
Ooh.
Johnny's streaming, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I can't see. Yeah. His music's better than mine.
Don't start scopes up with that, David. He'll find you some music.
Yep, I will.
Big copyrighted band in a day. Right. Okay. Right, we're a few in. Okay. Cool.
In my opinion, music is a bit too loud.
Oh, is it?
Just
Okay, I'll
down.
just turn it down. Sorry.
Fuck me, how old are you? Like 72?
So people don't go to sleep. Hello everybody, how you all going? Right, I'll get on with going through as always.
Turn on the
Okay.
screen.
Sorry?
Don't forget to turn on the screen share.
Thanks.
Might be a start, like.
Yeah,
Only a
absolutely.
year. Only a year.
Yeah, only a year, yeah, absolutely. Right, there we go. Sharing screen in Discord and on YouTube for anybody who wants to watch on YouTube at later dates. Hello, everybody. Welcome again to the community. Welcome to a live stream. We do these once a week. We do lots of streams all throughout the week. I do once a week every Thursday at 7 o'clock UK time. And then we've got Vlad, William, and Scope, and Johnny doing other live streams throughout the week. I just go through the updates of DaviddTech, no TA really, and mine more talking about bots and how I'm building bots and things like that. So as always, I'm not in the slightest a trading guru, just trying to debunk these markets with code and math. If you do have any questions at any time, please don't hesitate to interrupt at any time. This is all about the community, all about answering any questions you may have. So if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to interrupt at any time and ask away. It is being recorded on YouTube. So if you want to share your screen, please cover up any credentials or anything like that. And yeah, been a busy week, building new products on DaviddTech, DaviddTech AI, David.AI, sorry. Don't really need to show that one anymore. I haven't got much of a cough anymore, but so I've been working with William on Trigger Trade, the bot, so that we can trigger off trades from TradingView to ByBit. I'll go through the updates on that very quickly afterwards. Been updating some of the strategies and working on the David.AI product, which will be released. I hope sort of a sort of a very how can I put it? Well, an alpha test will be released hopefully during next week. Mainly just to go through the features so everybody can see what the features are and I can get some feedback on how to improve, how to make things faster and things like that. So so first of all, go through William. William does weekly live streams where he goes through trigger.trade. Trigger.trade, like I said, is this website here, which you probably most of you already know. It's for connecting your bots from TradingView into ByBit at the moment. This week, all of the bugs have been ironed out for the static bot, and the static bot is for any other strategies that aren't DaviddTech strategies. So if you're looking to trade an ABC line like Johnny Crypto does, or Market Cipher or anything like that, you can now do it directly from the trigger.trade. It's very simple to set up. William's going to do a live stream next week about how to set this up. Things that have been added are the stop loss and final take profit have now got a checkbox on them, so that they're no longer mandatory. So you can turn them off at any time. So if you have something like an EMA crossover and you don't want stop losses or final take profits, you can turn them off. Obviously, it's not the way that I trade, but it's there if you want it. We have balance, absolute value, USDT value, all of that good stuff in there. The safe mode is on as well. Obviously, you need to put final take profit in there if you want to use the safe mode, which is the mode where it uses the conditional order for the final take profits. So all of that will be explained by William. He'll do a much better job than I have just done there next week. And we've also added the encryptor, which I'll go through now. Let's go over here. The encryptor, I don't know really why I needed to put up that slide, but the encryptor is just another layer of security. As you're copying your API codes here, although we do not save them to any servers whatsoever, you're putting them into, obviously, TradingView, copy and pasting those codes into TradingView with the API code onto it. So the API encryptor, what it does is it just encrypts using a password that's kind of internal to us here at DaviddTech. And that password will encrypt the API keys, so it just gives it another layer of security, so that if you do accidentally share them, if you share them and use Trigger Tradable, of course it won't protect you, but if you do accidentally share them on another platform or anything like that, it just gives another layer of protection, so somebody can't just take them and try and transfer funds out of your ByBit account. So it just gives that extra layer of protection. So I added that this week. The way to go around using it is, first of all, encrypt. So you go over here. I'm just going to type test here and test here. I have done a video below to explain all of this. It'll give you 2 new API keys. So you've obviously not typed test, you've actually put your API key and your secret code in there. It's going to give you 2 new keys here. And instead of pasting directly the ones from ByBit, you copy and paste those ones up here into here, and that will encrypt them. You also have to activate the encryptor here. Like I said, just makes it a little bit more safer. You never know. We've seen all of the 3 commas and all of that problems recently. Like I said, we do not save in the slightest the API codes on our servers. The whole idea of Trigger Trade was no saving of codes and as quick as possible. We don't have a lot of the features that other platforms have, but fast trades with security in mind was the 2 most important parts for this when we had this built. So just adds another layer of security. We have Binance coming next week, and the spot as promised. I've got the kind of roadmap that we put here. William's done his static bots this week, and we're looking to launch Binance as of the week's 16th, starting with the 16th. So hopefully I didn't go through that too fast, but like I said, William's going to be doing live streams about it. So if anybody has any questions about that, I'll quite happily answer them now as well. But if there is any questions, William's there for that. We had all the updates for version 4 last week, so they're all version 4 with multi-time frames. So you can obviously add them from the website now. So all of the indicators now have a multi-time frame instance in them. So you can use something like the ADX with multi-time frames and things like that, which you can add from the website as well. So I've gone through those quite quickly. There's not really, I spoke about that last week. There's not really much else for those, other those couple of features. I don't know if anybody's got any questions for that, or I just continue going on. Cool. Okay. So as of Christmas, had a kind of a downtime where I was working on a TradingView strategy builder, building a backtester, optimizer, stress tester, and validation So the idea of David.AI, which we spoke about a bit last week, is an indicator builder, strategy builder, which will go through randomly. I've got a list here. Let me pull it up here. It'll be easier. So it's going to go randomly through 40 indicators. I'll be adding them more and more as I go along, but currently it has 40 indicators on it. Randomly goes through them to create strategies. First, I was looking to do 10 to 100 strategies in one go, but I actually recently realized that I can do almost backtest a strategy per second with not too much server load. So it can be something like you can do like 10 to 5,000 strategies pretty simply with 5,000 seconds. So I'll show you how it works in a minute. The idea is like I said, you very much like the optimizer. You take your stop loss, your take profits, set them manually, or they can be set automatically. It's going to go away and create 10 to 5,000 strategies one by one, and it will backtest them on the data that you've provided or you've chosen from the website. It'll backtest them to try and find something that fits a minimum requirement. So let's say that you put a minimum requirement of, a minimum requirement of 100 trades and the Sharpe ratio of 0.8 because you're going to be working to optimize it afterwards. So it's going to go away, it's going to go through all the RSIs, all the moving averages and all of that just to make random indicators or random strategies, and it'll backtest them on the data that you've given it. Then the idea is that it makes a wallet. Then the idea is it makes a wallet and it stores these strategies that have passed the initial validation period, validation process. It'll move over to optimizing them, so it does very much like the optimizer, which we know as the tool, but works internally on a server, so it's much, much faster. I'll show you what it does on that in a second. So it optimizes and tries to find best settings, and then it'll do walkthrough tests, out of sample tests, multi-currency tests, and provide you with an open source indicator / strategy that you'll be able to literally just copy and paste into TradingView and connect it to bots as we do. Be shared with everybody in the community so that they can see as well. Building, like I said, as many strategies as possible just to find really, like I said, we've been through these conversations quite often. Things like, are indicators going to be our way forward for all markets? Are they going to, are certain strategies going to be stable enough through all markets? Because strategies, some of them we've made and they've worked extremely well for a long time and then stopped working. So this will be held to help us define whether going through 10 to 5,000 strategies, if we're 8,000 people, whatever 5,000 times 8,000 people doing one setup on here could be, or with 10 of us just continually ran it all day, every day until we found good strategies. It'll give us a humongous amount of data to be able to create these strategies and test them. So it'll answer us quite a few questions, I think myself, to what are good indicators, what are bad indicators, what indicators work together well, and things like that. So I think it will help us to answer quite a few questions. Now there's a TradForce group, which his idea, he no longer does coaching. He did coaching for a while and his course was very, very good. I managed to buy it before he stopped coaching everybody. And his idea was pretty much the same. It was an internal Python script. Mine's going to be just a website, so you can do it without having any programming skills. And his whole idea was to run through it, and he's been trading for a very long time. I do suggest you go and watch his YouTube channels. His name's Triforce, I think it is. Triforce Trading. Let me try and find it for us. Very good group. I'll try and find it for you at the end. So I think it's spelled yeah, Triforce trading. So if you're going to have a look at that, he does that sort of thing. He said that's how he trades personally. So yeah, moving on to the next one. I don't think I went through all this anyway. This is what I've done so far. Backtesting is at 50% coded. Front end is now 30% coded. I'm going to show you just what I've done. It's nothing impressive in the slightest. I mean, it's absolute rubbish so far. Well, rubbish. The back end is very close to having a final version. Well, not final version, but an alpha version I can share with everybody. The front end is the part that I haven't worked much on yet, so I'll just show you what I've done so far. Downloading of Pine scripts. I haven't coded in the slightest yet, but that shouldn't take too long at all. And all the other backend I've actually coded most, like I said. There's a couple of things I need to work on. The backend for back testing and optimizing, I need to work on the speed and things like that, but I'll go through them now. Here's a couple of screenshots. It gives you a optimizer with a nice chart. They've got red and green backgrounds to tell you where trades are going. Heat map to show you which settings are good and not. Now that's just backtester PY. It's nothing that I've really built myself. As you can see, it goes through trading strategies. You can choose your settings like this, and then it will show you how many is generated. I will go through in a second. I have to connect to another computer to show you, so I'm just going to give some screenshots in case that didn't work.
David.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. you know the indicators that you can put in?
Yeah.
Are they only like your standard indicators, or are they like private indicators, what people have made as well, like on TradingView? Is there any indicator on TradingView?
No, there's 30 indicators that I've coded in there currently at the moment.
And can you code private ones in as well?
The idea is that I'll make this part open source, and anybody will be able to code indicators for it and just upload their own code, or send me the code and I'll upload it. First instance will be send me the code and I'll upload it, and then the second instance eventually would be for everybody to be able to just upload their own code as such. So it'd be nice if something like you managed to build something on GPT or something like that. You can take that code, copy and paste it into the website. It'll be able to convert it into what it needs, and then it'll be able to take those indicators from it. Or if somebody's good at Python, like I said, it'll be open source so that they can build indicators and send me the code, and then I'll just upload it to the website and make it accessible like this. So yeah, you can add the indicators like this. At the moment, tells you how to do entries and exits. Now I'm going to have to connect to another computer. I hope this doesn't explode. I'm trying to connect to the computer I'm on. That won't work. That's for certain. That's going to really blow up my computer. Oh goodness. Okay, this is not good. Right. Okay, let me try and connect to a remote computer. Hang on. Right. Hopefully I'll be able to connect to it. Is that right? Nope, that didn't work. Sorry about this, won't be a second. Okay, come on. There we go, that should work. Right, now if I go over here. Okay, that's fine. Right, okay. So, can you see David.AI there on my screen? I think you can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, okay, brilliant. Okay, so like I said, it's nothing exceptional. It's very much building as I go along. The front end, I always leave the front end until the end, because in general I'm building Python scripts for myself, so the front end really isn't that important to me. But as I'm obviously building this for the community, black screens with filling out code isn't going to be the way forward. I'm going to build a front end obviously for it. So we have down the side here, we have the generator, the backtester, the optimizer, the strategy wallets, community search, and then connecting to trigger trade. Dashboard, there's absolutely nothing on at the moment, just a simple chart from TradingView. The generator here is where I've put most of the work in so far this week. So you can click here to download the data source. So you can download a data source from ByBit, KuCoin, Binance, and import it from TradingView. The only one that doesn't work at the moment is import from TradingView because I haven't created a upload script for CSV files, but I will do that soon. You can choose your symbol. This is for data that's obviously not imported. If it's imported from TradingView, it'll just take the information from there. This is the ones that are available from each service. So I'm on KuCoin at the moment. I'm going to be using BTC USDT. You can choose your time period. So you've got 15 minutes to a day. Your lot size, you can choose whether you're longing and shorting or just long and short or long only positions. Stop loss, always use stop loss, all of this stuff here. If this does become a bit laggy, please don't hesitate to say. What we're actually optimizing for, like I said earlier, we're going to be optimizing for Sharpe ratio and the in or out sample data. I haven't done any development on for the front end at the moment, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. Number of indicators that we're going to be using, I'm going to use 2 maximum indicators for exit. So you've got entry and exit. So it's going to ask, so it's going to go away and tell you that there's, it's going to give you the option to put 3, 4, 5 indicators. And then we have this here. I'll open this into a new tab if it will allow me. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, it won't. Okay, I'll come back to that afterwards. And here are the list of indicators. If you want to exclude them, you just literally have to check them out and it will remove them from the list. You can check them so they're excluded on the entry rule or the exit rule. So there's a list of all the indicators that are available. There will be more, like I said, as I go along. So so for instance, if you choose 3, it's going to take 3 randomly out of these as an entry and an exit. If you're using stop loss, always it'll use a stop loss indicator like an ATR or something like that. Here I haven't finished developing. It's going to be very much like the optimizer, this bit here, which is this here, add the filters. So you'll be able to add filters for Sharpe ratio, minimum number of trades. Currently it's set as static because I haven't finished developing it, to a Sharpe ratio of above 0.5 and a minimum of 10 trades. So here we have the number of trades that we're going to go through. I'm going to put 50 in here, otherwise it will take forever. And there you go. So we have the option up here to press go, and there we go. We're starting to generate trades. We've got 4, 5, 6, and if we scroll down, you can see them being generated here and back tested. So they're back testing. Some will be missing because, like the 1, 2, 3, 4 here, because they have created 0 results. Anything that's created 0 results will be not back tested. Okay, so as you can see, it's going through, it's finding the Sharpe ratio, the win rate, number of trades, the return, the drawdown, and whether it's accepted or not. You can actually press the disk at the side to download the trading strategy in Python script, and up the top here it will tell you how many have passed the validation settings. So there's 1 so far out of 50. So as you can see, it's already done 50. So it's pretty fast. It's gone through 50 trades, 50.
Why don't you just, while you're doing this live stream, pick like 20 indicators and just let it run, and then just check back at the thing. You see how many have made it. It'll probably do about 3 million passes.
Okay, I'll put it up to, let's put it up to 1,000 and see. Oh, that's 100. There you go. See, that shouldn't be a programmer. Off we go. Right, okay. So it's
really fast that.
Yeah, it's gone through. Hold on, I need to refresh because. Right, okay. Let me go back and refresh because it didn't reset. Right, that was 50. Let's do 1,000 and see how long that takes when I'm talking. Okay, so it's going through 1,000 setups. Now, obviously there's this. Although it's good to backtest 1,000 strategies, it's still the front end is still very much in development, so isn't really going to do a great job of building the strategies. And the worst thing is, if I find a fantastic strategy, I probably won't be able to identify what it is. So, because I can't actually really download it yet. But it's a start. It's getting there. Like I said, I hope to have this, what you can see, up and running, so I can share it with everybody in the community this week. It goes through and backtests a single strategy every second, pretty much.
That's fast, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very fast. Yeah,
it's quality, that, like.
yeah.
Do you know when I used to use Optimiser?
Yeah.
I used to go out. I used to get up in the morning. Well, before I went to bed, I used to set the Optimiser running with loads and loads of tabs, so it was running it, and it used to I used to try make it do like 500 passes and stuff like that. And sometimes I'd get up in the morning and the 500 passes on each strategy weren't even done.
Yeah.
So then when I'd go out for the day, I'd come back and they were just about finished. So I had like 20 tabs open or whatever it was. But this is do them in no time.
Yeah. Python's a lot faster as a project, and I can make it much faster. This is just running off of my computer. I mean, once we're running off of a proper server or a decent number of servers, because I wouldn't just use one server. I'll get a decent number of servers, and then it'll be much faster. So it's going through, it's finding the one, it's found 1, 2, 3. Oh, I suppose I could have just scrolled up to the top here. It's found 4 past validation. So let's see the number of trades in there. That had 418 trades and had a Sharpe ratio of 0.68. That one there was a 2. That one could be something interesting to look at. 1.9, 204 trades. Yeah, it is extremely fast, and much faster than like a TradingView to optimize, etc. Right. So what that does is that then creates the TradingView strategy. It's found 8 so far that are validated and passed the first set of how to put it, the set of criteria. So like I said, currently it's just looking for a Sharpe ratio of 0.5 and a minimum of 10 trades. So it's pretty light as rules. They're not really very strict rules. So if you're looking for something else, I personally would look for a Sharpe ratio of 1, but I wouldn't do it on the generator. I'd more do that on the optimizer, because you can optimize something that's got a low Sharpe ratio and hopefully find better settings for it. So the backtester, what that'll do is that'll literally give you the backtesting results of the ones that are here. I haven't made anything whatsoever for that yet. The optimizer, fortunately I can't press the right mouse button here. Why is that not working? Oh, bum. There you go. I closed the... Oh well, anyway. Close the window. So this one here will go away. I will press this. This is much slower, but I will press it, and then we'll go and open another tab. I'll just open another tab because otherwise... Right, okay, there you go. Okay, excuse me. So the backtester is a lot slower, but the reason being is it's because it's doing 500 tests on a single strategy in one go. So my idea is obviously to do exactly the same sort of thing as the generator up here, and just take that through so you can see the tests as they go through one by one. So for instance, let's say that you found a decent strategy. Let me find BTC USDT. A decent strategy on BTC USDT. It was a MACD crossover like this one here. This is static. It hasn't actually saved any results yet. You give it a time frame and you give it a choice of the way that it goes and optimizes, whether it goes through grid fork or whatever, and also you're optimizing for the Sharpe ratio. So that's going to take one single strategy and optimize the shite out of it until it finds the best settings. It'll come back with the best settings for you, and then obviously you'll be able to download the TradingView indicator or strategy with those settings in. I'll press submit here. I'll come back in a minute and show you what it does. And then we have the strategy wallet. The strategy wallet, as you can see, static at the moment. It's a search engine where you'll be able to go through all of those trading strategies that were validated. Gives you the the coin pair, so you can search for the coin pair, whether it's longs and shorts, longs only, time frame, and that's you'll be able to sort by sharp ratio, Sortino ratio, and all of that. So the idea behind this is obviously having a wallet of strategies that have been validated by yourselves, so you can find them and go through them. Community is the same thing. The community search is a community wallet. Well, there we'll have the best strategies in there that have been optimized by you guys, and so that we can just find them easily, and hopefully, thanks to the work of all of us in the community, we'll find some great strategies, and they'll just be easy to find inside of the search engine. So that's what I've done so far. Let me just go over here. Let me see if that's brought that up. Yeah, no, it's not finished testing yet. Did I even press the play button? It doesn't seem to be loading. What did I do? Oh no, it's empty. Obviously I didn't optimize correctly. Let's see whether that works. Okay, so that's going to go away and hopefully optimize the strategy. It was pretty much just this screenshot anyway. There's really not much to see other than it's got the equity curve and all of that on there, so you'll be able to see visually. Let me pull that back up there. Okay, anyway, yeah. So it's pretty much the same sort of thing as the. So what my ultimate aim is to have the generator running. So you click generator. Let me go over to this tab over here. Go to generator. It will generate. So the first step will be obviously generate. It will backtest on the data that you've given it. So this data here. And then it will go away, and after it's generated a ton of strategies. Let me just run this again while I'm talking. Okay, yeah, so when it's generated a load of strategies, it's going to pick up those ones and put them into the wallet that have been validated by the first load. Then hopefully what we'll do is we'll be able to give it some kind of settings for an optimizer. So it automatically optimizes them in the background. So you're just continuing leaving it running. It will optimize them. Obviously, you have to put some kind of criteria behind the optimizer, whether it's Sortino, sharp ratios, or any other ratio, or minimum profit, daily profit, those kind of things. It'll optimize until it finds. And then I'm going to be building Monte Carlo, obviously validation, walk forward optimization and validation using the out of sample data, that kind of thing. So it will take 80% of data from KuCoin. It will optimize, build strategies, optimize, and then on the remaining 20%, I did say 80%, I believe, it will test on that as well to see whether that data reacts well as well. Multi-coin, it's going to be able to, for instance, if you build a strategy for BTC USDT, it will also test it on other coins like ETH or whatever. So all of that are going to be separate modules in the website, but my ultimate aim is to be able to press a button like this at the top here and just leave it to run, and it will do absolutely everything from A to Z without having to touch anything whatsoever. So hopefully so this is going to be released next week during the week as a alpha test. If anybody wants to test, I'll make it available to everybody. So there. Right, there you go. That one there. There are the updates. Continue front development. So what's next? Data import, I've done that. Optimizing fast. Yeah, okay. Talked about all of that stuff. In the long run, like I said last week, I'd like to be able to export from the website to things like Python, FreakTrade, MT4, MT5, and also obviously PineScript for TradingView. We've also been talking quite a lot about OpenAI. That I would like to integrate some kind of module for it so that we could sort of like ask it to build a strategy for, like Scope was talking about earlier, maybe a smart money strategy built by GPT. Literally ask it in words for any kind of strategy, and it will build it, and then we'll be able to backtest it using the website. So I hope that will be something that we'll be able to integrate as well. And that was pretty much it today. I mean, it's there's been going on a lot of development. I hope, like I said, I'll be able to release something this week for everybody to be able to see. Like I said, William's doing a live stream next week for the Trigger Trade, the updates of Trigger Trade. There's been poker nights which have been going on this week. We've had Scope who's coming in tomorrow. I think that's right. Is it? Am I right? Let me have a look.
Yes, mate.
Scope's in tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got Scope in tomorrow. My new strategy video tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to do a midday sort of video. I think it's 5 o'clock normally. A video about chat AI and how to integrate that as well. And next week we have Johnny as well. Johnny Crypto coming in to do some ABCs, and I hope to speak to Johnny hopefully over the weekend about an indicator that I've built as well for him as well. So lots of new stuff going on. Yeah, so that was pretty much everything for this week. I hope that you'll be able to play around with this website this week. So yeah, has anybody got any questions that I can answer maybe?
I do. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Hi.
Oh, great. Hi. Yeah, I only just signed up for your Discord today, by the way. But I had a question because I've been looking at my own strategies on TradingView, and I'm pretty new to the coding scene. But one thing I noticed is that market slippage, when you put the input in there in pips, can make a massive difference to the profitability of strategies. But that's not something I ever see sort of discussed on any videos on YouTube. Is that something you take into consideration with your algos?
Yes, absolutely. Inside of the boilerplate, it's part of TradingView, and I set my boilerplate. I believe boilerplate being the frame around all of the indicators that we build that have slippage included. I don't know if you come maybe from the latest video, which was the GPT video. That one didn't have, and the reason being was I was more talking about ChatGPT than actually the strategy that we were building and how to build it. It was just more of an idea behind how that product could build and make our lives easier.
Sure.
I agree with you. I didn't welcome you to the community, by the way. Welcome to the community. But it is something that we've discussed quite a bit on inside the community. We do live. Sorry.
I was just wondering, how you deal with it, because obviously, there's that you could place limit orders. I didn't know if that's something that you prefer to do, limit orders or stop limit orders, or do you generally run on market orders? I don't know what the boilerplate is that you're referring to.
Okay. So the boilerplate is we've built about like 50 indicators here, 50 strategies on DaviddTech. The boilerplate is just literally the framework that I use to build the strategies. Let me pull up an example here on my screen. Boilerplate. If I go here, click here. So it's the framework that I use to make the strategies so that they're pretty much all the same, and they all have the same settings from the beginning, and then I just literally add the code for a crossover or whatever it is to make each and every strategy different. So it's just got all the settings set up. So for the backtesting, obviously you can go into the properties here and set up your slippage here, which will give you better backtesting results inside of TradingView. And then for depending on the strategy, whether you use limit orders or conditional orders or market orders, like you said, or market entries, it depends on the strategy. Most of the strategies that I use are generally on market. Yep, if I'm right at the moment, I think most of them are. The ABC strategy we used for a long while worked on conditional orders, which would have been market as well. So it's something you have to take into consideration with the products like Trigger Trade. You can choose whether it's going to be a limit order or market order. Obviously, those kind of things have to be taken into consideration whilst backtesting your strategy, obviously.
Sure. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, as I'm completely new to this, not trading, but auto trading, and
Yes, sure.
definitely want to try and get something that's profitable, that you can sort of set up and leave. But it just seems very daunting to actually, you look at the percentages and you think, well, that just can't be right. It just sounds a bit unreasonable. But
yeah, totally. Anything that doesn't look too good, it looks too good to be true, is obviously going to be most probably too good to be true. There's lots of things that you need to be very, very careful on whilst auto trading. Things like repainting, which we've visited quite a lot here. Repainting being pretty much fake results inside TradingView. You have to be very careful that the indicators that you're using don't repaint or have higher time frames coded into them. There are ways of some of the indicators that I have. Well, all of them now have a way of adding higher time frames. But if you're using some indicators with higher time frames, you have to be very careful that they don't repaint. So that's something I've done quite a few videos here and live streams. But if you want to talk about it anytime, I'm here to go through them. Like you said, slippage, you have to be careful that's included in your back testing. Yeah, there's that. There's so many things.
What would you say that is like a reasonable amount of slippage to put into your backtest? I mean, obviously it depends on the liquidity of the exchange.
Absolutely,
but assuming you were trading on ByBit on a pretty liquid crypto, let's say Binance Coin or Chainlink or something like that, do you see slippage as a big thing, or is it not really an issue?
Like I said, it has to be taken into consideration. Obviously, you have to, like you said, know your exchange. You have to know your exchange. Have to backtest all eventualities. So it's very simple in the backtesting results to be able to play around with the slippage and see what the potential of your trading strategy would be if the slippage was higher than it is lower, obviously. So you'll be able to backtest very simply inside TradingView for that. So I suggest backtesting for both eventualities. Yeah, so those kind of things. I mean, it's literally a button of up down button in the backtest over here, and it'll give you obviously totally different results for them. The best idea, obviously, is to find a trading strategy that has a win rate which might be slightly over your expectations, and then add a slippage, more slippage to it till it brings it down. And then if you feel comfortable trading with that at that new win rate or Sharpe ratio or whatever you're looking for as a trading strategy setup. As you're adding it, make sure that you feel comfortable trading that, because everything's very much personal opinion and how you feel about it. It's very much like a risk to reward and things like that. Some people are much more scalpers and prefer to have ins and out very quickly with very small profit. Some people prefer a very small, very much like myself and Scope, who's here, a very small stop loss and a trade that may go on for a little while. I've got bots that are running on both. I've got bots that are running on higher risk to rewards with very small stop losses. Sorry, and I've also got bots that are running very small profit. Obviously, that's going to make a lot of difference as well, because if you've got a risk to reward, which is when you look at scope to serve strategies, when some of his risk to rewards are incredible, obviously that's going to make a lot less difference as well. So they're all kind of things that you need to kind of take into consideration when building your strategy.
Okay. Do you use leverage in your strategies, or do you stay away from that?
Personally, it also very much depends on the strategy that I'm running. The ABC strategy that I've run for a while, I use quite high leverage on it. Not that I suggest that it's a good idea, but obviously that's what I do personally. I use quite high leverage on it because it has very small stop losses, has not the best win rate in the world, but has extremely small stop losses, very much like some of the smart money concepts that we've been talking about here as well. So I can use higher leverage on one of those. I have also some trading strategies that I'm running on spot, which one of them I was quite happy with recently because it got me extremely good entry. But those entries can go on for a while. So it really does depend on the strategy itself. Some strategies like the Wolf and Bear I had running for, even the Magic Pullback and the Wolf and Bear I had running for ages, but they were on extremely low leverage or spot because they had larger stop losses and things like that, and it just wasn't worth it in that way. So
sure. Okay.
Once again, welcome to the community, and if you do have any questions, we're all here. William, Scope, we have Vlad who's in here. They'll all work for the community to help you at any point.
Cool. Yeah. As I say, I haven't even set up one thing yet. I've just joined the Discord. I've been looking at Trigger Trade, and I've got a ByBit account.
Okay.
I'm assuming Trigger Trade is your company or something that you're.
So what happened was Trigger Trade was a community member. He come along and built we were using wunderbit. I'll try and make it short as possible. We'll be using wunderbit and a couple of others. We realised that they weren't actually putting the stop loss directly into the exchange and things like that, and were missing trades and things like that. So a community member made the scripts. I purchased that script. We've then called it Trigger Trade, and William's taken over all of the support and everything for it, so that you can easily connect any strategies, not just DaviddTech strategies, but any strategies through Trigger Trade.
Would you what would you recommend for like someone like myself for doing like a first strategy? Would there be some direction you'd push me down? Not obviously it'd be my decision, but something you recommend.
I see what you mean. So there's
One that makes most money.
Yeah, of course. That's what I mean. But, it's
If you generate a code that makes loads of money, just I'll help you out and look after you. All you've got to do is give me a code.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as a developer or just connecting one from DaviddTech?
Well, I think I'm a complete noob when it comes to coding. I tried, and it basically trying to do something for me probably takes 100 times longer than somebody who actually knows what they're doing. So something that's easy to start with.
Okay, so on the DaviddTech website, so if you could go to David with 2 Ds at the end, David.tech. If you go up to the top, you can add any of them. Why is it so slow? Go up to the top here and click add strategies to TradingView. There's 50 strategies in there. I'm not connected at the moment to the website. I'm not logged in, so there's 50 strategies in there, and they're all sorted by the community likes. So the ones that have had the most success are at the top, and the ones that obviously are either the newest or are not very good are down the bottom.
Right.
Recently there's been a couple that have had quite a lot of use. The Dead Zone. We've had the ABC and the Smart Money ones. There's also ones that like I've said, I've been running for months and months on end, which haven't had a lot of light shined on them. Something like a Magic Pullback, and the other one was the Wolf and Bear. The Wolf and Bear is sometimes a bit of a pain in the arse, excuse my language. The way that you kind of have to keep on top of it, because you have to play around with the settings quite a lot more than some of the other strategies. But it's been extremely profitable for me since the very, very, very beginning. And if you don't mind coming in like I do, checking it every now and then, and playing around with the settings a bit occasionally, it's one that's been very, very good to me since the very beginning. So yeah, so they're the ones that I would suggest having a look at. Obviously, like you just said, just play around with them, play around with the settings. The other things that are quite interesting, if you're looking to maybe code your own along the way, is something like ChatGPT, which we'll discuss a bit here.
Couldn't it won't let me. It says like the site's down at the moment. Like, it's just been overloaded. So
It's getting hammered. That's why.
Yeah, too many trading strategies.
Handle it.
Yeah, but in the long run, I do believe that it really is going to be something absolutely fantastic for anything that coding, not just trading strategies. But if you're looking to, I mean, yesterday I took a video, which I'll probably discuss in tomorrow's video, a video that I found on YouTube, which was a 3-length RSI, which isn't something particularly complicated to code. But I literally said to ChatGPT, code me this 3-length RSI. Obviously, I put it in, not in baby talk, but simple talk, if you will, so that it understood every step of the trading strategy. And it did a bloody good job of coding something that you could copy and paste into the code that I put in the room, which is ChatGPT, a room on here. There's sort of like I call a boilerplate, so it's like a template, if you will, where you can copy and paste it and literally add at the end long equals this and short equals this, and then you'll be able to connect it in a couple of seconds to trigger trade and actually run that trading strategy. And it literally took me 15 minutes to build not even that, less than 15 minutes to build a trading strategy with it.
Yeah, I looked last night, and there were it said the video on YouTube. It was like, can you code me strategy, a simple SMA crossover strategy?
Yeah,
and it did it in like so many minutes. All he had to change was the TA and color, and put it into TradingView. It gave him 4,000 and something %.
It's incredible.
So,
it's absolutely incredible.
And it was just literally like 2 crossovers, like a 20 and a 50, I think, or a 20 and 100. I don't know.
It's absolutely incredible.
I had a good last night, and I just got. I think I fell asleep with it, actually. To be fair. I got up this morning. I had hardly any battery left.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Who were just speaking again? I didn't get his name.
Me?
Yeah. How do you say your name?
Oh, Elliot. They just ignore that. I suppose
Zelda. I used to play Zelda.
Yeah, that's my gaming names. Yeah, I don't really use Discord, but yeah, now my name's Elliot.
I don't know if David mentioned if you download any or you add any TradingView indicators, there's normally a video there, or as long as with the indicator, so you can see exactly how it trades. So then you get a better idea. If you watch the video, you get a better idea of what to change and what's working and what's not.
Yeah.
Instead of just putting a strategy on you don't know about.
Yeah, I mean, like I've been like I work from home, and I'm at my computer, and I'm looking at the charts all day, but when I can. But that's one thing. But yeah, I want to be able to just execute without having to think about it too much, and when the opportunity arises, when it's fucking 11 o'clock at night, and you know you've already gone to bed, and then you get the signal, you ain't going to be taking that trade. Well, I'm not. So you know, it's good if you can get an algo that's doing it for you. So that's what I'm trying to be here for, really.
Yeah. There's all of that. There's the FOMO. Obviously, a bot obviously doesn't suffer from FOMO, so things like that. Like you said, is one of the main reasons. I'm from a programming background. I started trading manually, and I thought very much like you just said, this is silly me doing this because I'm backtesting. Yet whilst actually really trading, some of these trades as we're in crypto are off at 4 o'clock in the morning, and there's no chance of me in the world actually taking that trade in 4 in the morning. The only person that's up is Scope at that time of morning. And so they're trades that I could have potentially missed and things like that. So that's why as well I did it as well. So
I got another question. So
sure.
if you have a profitable bot, if for example, if you shared that with like say 10,000 people and they all start using it, does that actually cause the algo to? Do the exchanges start noticing that, like
I wouldn't say
behaviors?
pretty fast. I wouldn't say fast. I wouldn't say like, you know, I wouldn't say they'd get on it within a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just think how many people are using. I know it's not algo, but think how many people are using smart money trading, and smart money is just all it's near enough the same thing. It's just different names. You know what I mean? Like different people who teach different stuff give it different names. It's just like the same kind of thing with just different entry criteria, but it's all over internet, and they've been doing it for like last few years. I mean, it's not obviously if the big like funds and that were worried about it like that, or it changed the way people trade, changed the way they trade to mess us up who were trying to follow them, then it would have been done already, wouldn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was just wondering. I was wondering if at some point, you know, it would break because you know they start recognizing it. But
I think maybe if you had I think maybe if you had a server with probably just say I don't know, just say 500,000 people or 1 million people, or they all had one of your indicators, what David had made, that were all trading the same way, then maybe they'd be able to be like, look, there's 500,000 people using that, we'll take everybody's money. Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing I think.
I get what you're saying. We're basically a drop in the ocean.
Yeah, totally.
We're like a tadpole in the sea trying to fight with a whale.
So you guys are all making money then, right? Am I in the right place?
Is that what? Sorry.
Is everybody making money here? I don't think that everybody's making money. I think that there's still the same sort of. There's two people in the community. I hope I don't offend anybody in the slightest by saying this. There's two people in the community. There's the people that obviously would like it all done for them, and then there's the one that wants to spend a lot of time backtesting, doesn't mind spending time backtesting, doesn't mind spending time going through the strategies. Things like that. Hopefully, like I just said, I didn't offend anybody. It's the truth. There is those two people in the community. It takes time. It does take time. It's taken me. I've been doing this. I think it's 18 months doing the YouTube channel, and I had a couple of indicators that I was running before that. So it's probably been about 2 years. And I haven't been profitable the whole way throughout the the whole of the journey. I know that a lot of people have spent a hell of a lot of time optimizing, backtesting, forward testing strategies, and have profitable strategies now set up. I know that some people have been in for a month and given up because it was too hard. So it depends on your mentality and how you feel. It isn't as easy as just putting a trading strategy on TradingView and just leaving it. You have to spend your time. You have to know yourself. You have to know how you feel comfortable trading and things like that, because not all of these strategies fit everybody. So
sure.
Sorry.
I've got another question then. So, like, if you backtested your strategy, you've optimized it, and TradingView is telling you that yes, this should be profitable. Yes. Have you ever had a situation where you've then executed that via your ByBit or whatever, and it's actually not worked out?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so why does that happen? And can you tell me?
Okay, there's several reasons. The first one being something called overfitting, which is an algo trader's nightmare. You've got your settings. Your settings are set up absolutely perfect, and your equity curve looks absolutely amazing. You feel as though you're ready to launch it, and all you've done is you actually set up the settings inside your TradingView strategy to fit the marketplace as it is at that time period. So if you're in a bull market, for instance, and you've set up your trading strategy and it's extremely bullish on the time frames and the data that you've set it up on, your trading strategy may just work only in bullish periods and would have been considered overfitted for that. And as soon as we go into a bearish market, would start losing and hemorrhaging money. So yeah, without a doubt, I've done it tons of times, hundreds of times, and it's something that you have to be aware of. There's ways of working around things like I was talking about earlier, things like out of sample backtesting. So you take your data, you backtest on you optimize for 50% of that data. You run your backtest, you're sure that it's working, and then you take another 50% of data and then you backtest it on that without changing any settings whatsoever. And that'll give you maybe a better idea of whether it'll work on two different sets as well. You can also take, for instance, your data and go for instance, here's an example. You've got all of your data, you've optimized it on ByBit. Take your trading strategy and then move it over to something like Binance on TradingView, obviously, and backtest it on that as well, because that will give you Binance tick data isn't exactly the same as ByBit, and sometimes you'll find that your trading strategy will be absolutely awful on Binance and absolutely brilliant on ByBit, and that means probably that you've just overfitted it to ByBit's data, and that actually in the real world it won't work. You can also do that.
I didn't know there was a difference between the exchanges, like in that data. Okay.
It's slight, but some of those extra wicks can destroy a trading strategy, and will just show you that it will just show you enough data to say, okay, maybe I need to rethink about the optimization of this strategy, or maybe it's not working. The other way is to forward. Sorry, go on. Sorry, I didn't.
No, go on, mate. Go on. No, sorry, go on.
No, go ahead. It's over to you.
I was just going to say, and as well, that's same for manual trading as well. Different exchanges.
I mean,
I've missed entries the other day, and somebody got in entries on the same kind of TA as I were doing.
Totally. Yeah.
The exact same entry, but he were on Binance.
Yeah. Well, just to go back to what David was saying. I mean, all the stuff I've backtested so far has been over the crypto markets, and of course, we've just gone through a whole year of bear cycles, and you've got the bull markets before then. So I'm assuming that any backtest that is done over that period, last couple of years, should be fine in any market going forward.
Yeah, like I said, you need to take your data. There's different ways of changing the calendar data on the calendar year on TradingView. You can use the deep backtest function and things like that, so you can go even further back. Take that function and test it on small parts on a larger period, just to find out how it works on those periods, and make sure that you know your strategy. You take a bullish period, take a bullish period and backtest it on that, and you might find that you've got just a strategy that works extremely well only in bullish periods. And there's a member of our group whose name's Jake. He's the owner of TradeLab AI, and he has a very good way of putting it. Actually, Scope will help me with this. It's very much like a builder. He has a hammer for putting nails into a wall, a screwdriver for putting screws into a wall, but you wouldn't use a screwdriver to smack a nail. I hope you see what I mean. He puts it much better than I.
Don't fetch a knife to a gunfight.
That's it. Absolutely. So So you've got some strategies work extremely well in certain markets and don't in others, but may be worth activating whilst you're in a bullish period or a bearish period as such. So you need to know that as well. Another way of testing is also taking 2 coin pairs, which is part of the website that I'm building at the moment. If you're trading on I think he's gone. Maybe I talk too much.
Yeah.
Changed
my name, sorry.
Okay, you've changed your name.
Just
Okay, you
specifically.
changed your name.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. So take the coin pair BTC USDT, for instance. If you're trading that, test it on something that might be similar, like ETH, and hopefully you'll get something that's a winning strategy as well, and that will show you that potentially that your trading strategy isn't overfitted as well. So that's just another suggestion.
Is there any other reasons why it doesn't work?
Yeah, like I said earlier, things like repainting that you have to be very careful of. It's something that's in all scripting languages that you can do, but is particular to TradingView. If you're building your own trading strategy, you have to be careful that you're not using multiple time frames, or at least you know how to code without repainting. What happens there is, for instance, if you're on a 5-minute time frame and you have I don't know, an ADX or an RSI on the 4-hour time frame in your code. If that 4-hour time frame you're looking for an RSI above 70 and it goes below the 70 on the same 4-hour period as your 5-minute, that will remove all information, all previous trades from your backtesting in TradingView. So you have to be very careful of that, because obviously it will give you completely fake results. There's also look forward analyst. Look forward. I can't remember what it's called. Look forward. Look forward on is the programming. But what that does is it's just literally a way of your trading strategy to look forward into the future on backtesting. I have no idea why it's part of TradingView, but it literally allows you to cheat. So if you find something that looks way too good to be true on TradingView, it may have look forward turned on, and that means that it's just looking forward on a higher time frame, and it means that it's most probably giving you absolutely fake results, because it has the mystic powers of looking forward into future data, which in real life obviously it doesn't. So that would be something that would work. Other things is never backtest on high Kanashi candles. Because high Kanashi candles will give you completely fake results.
Yeah. The first thing I did, actually.
And everything looked wonderful, I suppose.
Yeah.
I made £1 million in a month on Ikenashi candles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Unfortunately, these are all the things that we've had to learn the hard way. But yeah. But that's pretty much the basics of backtesting, if you will, with it. If like I said, sorry, let's carry on.
If you have multiple bots running at the same time, is there a risk of you sort of running out of margin if you're future trading? Is it, or do you have to control that within the bots, like how much percentage or what the trade sizes that they're taking?
Yes, yeah, of course. If you've got 10 bots running and they're all taking the same percentage of your account, your risk is obviously personally, how I deal with it is I have sub-accounts inside ByBit, and each of my trading strategies, if they're on the same coin pair, I have a sub-account for each one of them. That way I can easily look on ByBit at my equity curves. Just have to literally press switch account, and I can easily switch between accounts. I can see from the graphs on ByBit. It also means that I'm not mixing up bots, maybe turning off the wrong bot, for instance, if they're all running on the same account. You don't really know which one. You might not. You might be able to. if there's an error or something like that, you can just easily target the right bot to turn off. So those kind of things are much easier when you've got several sub accounts.
Okay, cool.
Right. Yeah. So, like I said, if you do have any questions at any point, we're all here to help. We do things like poker evenings. We do evenings for manual trading. There's Scope, who's here at the moment, and also Scope and Vlad and Johnny, who do manual trading as well. So if you have any questions at any point, I'm pretty much in most of the streams. I don't go to all of the poker nights, but William and Vlad and Scope do. Yeah, so just so you can meet people in the community and answer any questions.
Yeah, thanks, appreciate it.
No problem, mate. And welcome, like I said. Yep. Okay, so gone through all of the updates. I'll go through very quickly because there's a couple of people that only just joined. We've gone through all of the updates. I've been building this website called David.AI, which allows us to randomly produce humongous mounts, anything between 0 and 5,000 trading strategies randomly, backtest them 1 per second, so it's extremely fast, adds them to a wallet, and then does some optimizing, forward testing, and then provides you with the Pine script so you can download it and do whatever you like because it's open source. Do whatever you like with that actual source, whether you're using it in a group, using it for yourself, whatever. So I'm working on that at the moment. Hopefully will be something that you'll be able to alpha test during the week. Obviously it's not going to be fantastic because it's very much in the building stages, but I hope within the first quarter of this year we'll be able to have something that's absolutely brilliant, that will go through everything from generating to optimizing to backtesting to forward testing no, but out of my brain's starting to go, talk too much, out of section, no it's not that, out of sample data testing as well, so it'll do all of that in the background just by pressing a play button, and hopefully it'll find some fantastic settings for everybody and give you the trading strategies so that you can just run them. And that was pretty much it. Like I said, Scope's here tomorrow to talk about smart money. If anybody's interested in smart money trading at, I believe, UK time. Let me have a look. UK time tomorrow at 9:30. It's UK time tomorrow to come and talk about smart money. And then we have William, like I said, coming back next week to talk about trigger.trade. For anybody who wants to continue using Trigger Trade, it now works on multiple exchanges and all of that great stuff. So, yeah. If anybody's got any questions. Cool.
Yeah, I do, David.
Hi, Greg. How are you going?
Pretty good in you. Hope you had a good Christmas and New Year's.
Yes, thank you very much. And yourself?
Pretty good, thank you.
Cool.
You started working on the harmonic patterns.
Yes.
I don't know if you've spoken about that. I just saw the notification just now. Any news on that?
Not really. I kind of it was a New Year period. It was something that I started building. I released it and kind of was looking for feedback, and it was something that got a bit lost in the way, to be honest. I am moving back to building and improving on all of these indicators. I've been building an indicator for smart money and harmonic, the harmonic one, and improving on both of those this week. So if you've got any suggestions you would like me to add or anything like that, I will quite happily add them to it, no problem whatsoever.
Okay, yeah, because if you look under ideas for David,
Yes.
I found an indicator that will give you a percentage as to how fitted it is for the harmonic pattern. And you can set all different criteria for the pattern. It's actually quite interesting. I'm kind of hoping you could look at it and see how it would, if it could be turned into a strategy.
Yep, sure. Let me have a look now. I'm just trying to find it.
When did you put it in?
I put it in under ideas for David.
Was it
When did
today
you put-
or quite a while ago?
It was quite a while ago. Let me see
Quite
if
a
I
while
can find
ago.
the date for you.
Okay, let me have a look. Just spin through it. And Greg. Okay, let me have a look. Greg in from user Greg. Okay, let me go. Here we go. Okay. Trigger trade. Ideas for David. Okay, got it. Okay, backtesting results, patterns, harmonics. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Okay. Let me. Is it open source or closed source? Open source. Okay. Cool. That's great. Okay. Yeah, it's something that I personally the idea actually come from another group which was his name's Vinny. I can't remember what the group's called. Algo Box. So he builds trading strategies for Ninja Trader, I think it's called. And I wanted to kind of bring the same sort of idea to our community. But it kind of came at a period where to be honest, I caught COVID and all of that, and it just sort of got a bit lost as an idea, but something that I need to get back to and work on. So I'll have a look at the this table and see how I can improve on it. Maybe if I can, I'll send you a message and maybe we can sort of discuss on how we can build it or make it better. If you're looking to trade it, I'm just looking for ideas.
Yeah, not a problem. I've been forward trading it for like the last 2-3 weeks, and
Okay.
yeah, with the different types of strategy like the bat, the Gartley, the shark, etc. It actually seems to be doing okay.
Yeah. It on the back testing results, it looked pretty impressive to me as well. And like I said, the trading group, where from Ninja Trader, they're impressive. They really are an impressive bunch of traders. They do it all semi-manually. So I think how it works inside their group is the actual entries taken by a bot, and then it's managed by human afterwards. And their results, the competitions that they've won in trading, things like that, and they all work on very much on harmonic patterns and points of reversals, reversal zones. Sorry, and yeah, their back testing results. Their results looked extremely impressive, and it was just something that I thought maybe we could try and bring to TradingView. So.
I have noticed that this does repaint.
Yes. It's something that I've discussed. The harmonic pattern one that I built was kind of it was kind of really just I got to the point where I was getting to code each and every single trading strategy, and then like I said. It ended up going a bit lost. That it didn't get the. I didn't get the. It just got a bit lost in the way. So it's something that I'd like to get back to coding. And if anybody else is interested in it, I'd quite happily add some extra features to it, along with the smart money, because they seem to work extremely well together as well.
Awesome, thank you.
No problem. Thanks, Greg. I will send you a message, and if you have any ideas that you would like me to add, I'll quite happily add them.
Thank you.
No problem. Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. Right. Okay, cool. So I believe that I've gone through most things. I will keep everybody updated inside the David Algo room. If anybody's got any ideas for this new platform that I'm building. Also, I'm going to try and talk a bit about Chat GPT and how we can integrate and maybe build something together as an idea with some AI behind it. Maybe something where we can just talk to a bot so it can generate indicators. I know it already exists as Chat GPT, but maybe we can take what they've built and actually build something with a boilerplate behind it or something like that. Unless anybody's got any other questions, I'll leave you to your day. I don't know how long it's been, an hour and a half.
David?
Yes.
Somebody says something in the chat, and I just put the link if you can check.
Sure, thanks, mate. Nice job on David.AI. Thank you very much. Okay, and the link. Okay, so it's to do with the harmonic patterns again, yeah? Is that the right one?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Okay, I will have a look back at harmonic patterns during the week. Like I said, it was something that was I found exciting myself and wanted to trade myself. So I'll try and find out why. Well, I'll take off where we left off before Christmas, and I'll start building some better settings for the harmonic ones. And it was Greg as well. Okay, no, sorry, Greg, I haven't scrolled all the way. Hold on, have I? Just bear me 2 seconds. I seem to have clicked the wrong thing here. Maybe not. Let me click open chat. It didn't open chat for me. Yes, it did. Yeah, okay, sorry. No, yes, I have answered the right question. Yeah, I'll get back to looking at the harmonic patterns during the week, and if anybody's got any ideas, maybe I'll make a thread inside of the David Algos here. Where's David Algos? David Algos. I'll create a thread inside of David's Algos, and maybe we can discuss harmonic patterns and how I can improve on it and make it better. Cool. Thanks, Vlad. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining me. And for anybody that's the winners of the leaderboard, there's a leaderboard. You can go to leaderboard. You can find the prizes and the prize winners for the leaderboard for the content that's posted. If anybody's the winners from the leaderboard here, normally I make the prizes around the 15th, between the 15th and the 17th. Thank you very much to all of the winners of that, and wishing you all a good evening and a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow with Scope.
Good evening, everybody.
Good night.
Take care, everybody.
Peace.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks everybody for joining.